So I've been asked to try out another game and thought to myself, this would be a great opportunity to try out a new style of video I've been thinking of. Which worked out perfectly because I had my microphone on mute the entire time. So without further ado, the name of the game we're looking at tonight is Ground Zero. A world set in terror and depression. The answer to what's happened here hidden within the decaying environment filled with lost souls and survivors. While the area is controlled by the army based on these images, it doesn't seem like they have a firm grasp on the situation. We start the game off with some very nice elevator music. I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll see you when the update finishes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, let's see what we got. It's still going? This update took around 10 minutes to complete, but finally we reached the end. Here we are at the character selection screen. I couldn't really get any of the profiles loaded up, so I just had to keep selecting one by one until they loaded. So we get our selection of Punk Girl, Fortnite Man, a Pokemon mummy holding a cactus, some guy from Jet Set Radio, Lara Croft's not so well known cousin Laura Craft, and Paint Man holding fries. I'm too lazy to go through and wait for all the characters to load up again, so I'm just gonna go use this guy. We finally made it to the main menu, and what I've gathered about this game while waiting for the update is that there are different worlds you can join and play in. I'm not too sure how you can do that, however let's go ahead and look at what we got. No space available. Alright, we're in, and immediately we see the latest brand of our generation working their day job. After trying to communicate with no success, I decide to speak with a man known only as Lord Texas. I quickly find out that we're at the HQ and the world around us is turned to shit. And if I want to make myself useful, to go find the commander. Hope you caught where he is, cause I didn't. And not to leave the base just yet, as it'll be too dangerous without supplies. So after a quick check of my empty pockets, I set out into the world and find out what's happening. I met a news reporter called Jesse who promised me a van if I killed 15 lost souls, and considering this map may be a bit big, a vehicle will definitely come in handy. I don't know why Mr. Texas thought this place was so dangerous. Here we go, our first enemy. Yeah, this mission might be a bit of a challenge. Further up, I spotted an artifact. This artifact is described as having a void inside of it, and that wearing it will make you take less damage. Which seems pretty sweet. If it looked like it was working. Continuing on, I stumbled upon another artifact, the Dark Crown. Wearer being stronger and deadlier. But instead of using this one, I have to synthesize it into a god key. What's a god key? If we rewind a bit to the start of the game, I noticed that we could craft this key with a few items found around the map. The crown being one of them, and that it shows up on other people's playthroughs on the leaderboard. Crafting this item seems to be the end game, so let's keep adventuring. Oh hey man, do you know you're under the map? I guess not, but he does say he's got an artifact in exchange for some tools. Sounds like a plan. I never went through with this plan. While exploring, I found a few notes and a weapon. After dying and restarting, I'm finally getting closer to... What the fuck? That is the most unsatisfying way of tallying up how many kills I've done. It won't deter me though. I've almost completed the mission and I'm one step closer to driving around in a van, and I think it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Well, there goes the van idea. Yeah, at this point, even though I skipped through the recording, I felt like I'd explored as much as I could and that the other artifacts are probably hidden behind quests. Not the one with the van though. So now that we've gone through the playthrough, let's start rolling through the rest of the review. Graphics are meh. Aside from the soothing elevator music in the beginning, the entire game just has a loud ambient background noise that sounds like you're deep underwater. So yeah, pretty creepy, but no other background music or even fighting sound effects. So that was Ground Zero. I can't see me playing this game again. I believe the main premise for the game is to explore and do missions, but I found a lot of the time I was falling through the floor while trying to explore, and one mission I was determined to complete for some sweet wheels wouldn't let me complete it anyway. Also, every time you die you have to wait 20 seconds. What the hell is this, Doko Master? Nay? I don't believe the game allows for multiplayer. I think it's just connecting to the leaderboard, so for all the people who completed this game, good job. I give you one clap. Am I being overcritical for this quickly made indie game? Yes. Really, this is all for fun though, I wouldn't take it too seriously. They asked me to review their game and I did. Thought I might try it out.